Well, I did not buy this pot. I want to show you how I got it. Outside my studio, there's a tree, and at the base of this tree, I'm not sure how this happened, but there is a wooden bird that's carved by some well-known wood carver from Maine. So, someone gave me that. And then there's also somewhere a little decoy. Someone else placed this decoy at the base of this tree. And one day I was looking at these things and it's like, oh my God, what is this? And it took me a while to figure out what it was, but it is the pot. I took this pot into the house, and of course I knew immediately that Mike Helke had made it, and he had very deviously and secretively placed this pot under that tree. And I mean, immediately I picked it up. It's like it's built to carry. It is immediately built to carry. It feels kind of right to carry it, like a tool. It feels like a tool, really. Anyway, the visual weight of this thing is like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh my God, the head. It's like, oh, it's a head. It's an animal, and it's slightly off-putting. Animal head, bird. You sort of see that right away, and you kind of get obsessed with thinking that that's all there is. But oh my gosh, this thing is really kind of grown on me. It's kind of amazing to me. It's really one of my very favorite pots right now in my home. And I think probably the thing that really grabs me about it is I just couldn't figure out what the heck he was thinking when he made this. I just thought, whoa, what is going on here? So it's like he's touched the clay in so many different ways. I think he started out throwing this bowl. It feels like it's thrown, and then it was cut in half and put together. And then I'm not sure the order of the thinking and the making, but there's the bowl, and then some sort of a framework to a pedestal, a foot, if you will, to hold the bowl. And there's two different ways he touches the clay. There's these slabs, and then there's these little pinched legs, if you will, pinched handle. Oh, head. Forget about the head right now, but back to the form itself. It's just so complicated. It's just very, very complicated. This sort of structure, and in my brain it's like I want to deconstruct it and try to figure out what the heck he was thinking. But in a way it doesn't matter what he was thinking, because in the end I think everything is just so beautifully balanced, and it's so wonderfully odd and quirky. It's at first I thought it was cute. The bird head or the dog head or whatever the head is, and then maybe a bird. I'm not so sure about that. It was really sort of off-putting to me at first. And I think I've had it maybe 2 years now, this pot. Once I realized really how complex this pot is, I started taking it along, like to workshops. If I occasionally got a little teaching thing, and I'm talking about feet, talking about handles, and I just started picking up some objects in our house, and I'll show you a little picture of those objects right now. And so with those objects, I tried to start with some simple ideas for feet and simple ideas for handles, and showing some examples of, what is the most minimal foot, what is the most minimal handle, and then working towards more complex ideas. And this pot was amazing to me because I realized it sort of did all of that in such a wonderfully complex way. And I always sort of save this pot for the end of the little discussion, and I'll pull it out, and I'll show it to, often it's students that don't have a lot of experience making or looking at pots, and you can always hear like an audible response from them when I pull this pot out, and I think it's just so very, very smart. One of the qualities I love about this pot so much is just how heavy it is. It is extremely heavy, and it sort of has the feel, when you pick it up, it sort of has the feel of a nail gun. If you've ever used a nail gun, it's like you want to really hang on to it. And I think there's several ways that we've used it to its advantage with its heaviness.
It's true.